Hi, this is Chet, and I wanted to respond to this video. I think you are doing a great disservice to Mr. Rashid. Um, you said to go and study for yourselves. Well, I have studied the Quran, and I have to admit to anybody that's out there listening, um, I had to pray afterwards for cleansing from the Lord after reading the Quran. I felt so filthy. Um, One of the things that I've noticed in the Quran, it says that Muslims are allowed and even encouraged to lie to further the cause of Islam. And that's what I see you doing in this. Um, the young man didn't say anything that the Muslims have to pray 17 times a day about the Jews and the Christians being pigs and stuff like that. It's not what he said. He said they have to say it. Now, I don't find that, but I haven't read all the hadiths either. Um, other thing I've noticed is throughout the Quran it says if people do not submit, and that means completely surrender all to Allah, then you are to kill them. Now, I don't see how you can take that and turn it around and say that Islam is a religion of peace. It's not. It says that in a lot of places in the Quran. Um, the other things it says is that the promise was given to Ishmael. Well, I'm sorry, I don't see it. It may say that in the Quran, but you've got nothing to back it up. There's no other writings to back it up. I just see nothing but falsehoods in what you typed up on the screens. Um, I'm not being hateful. Um, I would like to point out to you your error, and I will pray for you that you come to the one true living God, the God of the Jews and the Christians, um, and that He will lead you into the true light and get rid of the hatred in your heart. You know, the thing I've seen is that that hatred comes from jealousy, and I don't understand that jealousy because in every country that Islam seems to come into power in, it takes them from the 20th century or the 21st century and puts them back in before the Dark Ages. People say that Islam is a scientific um, religion. Well, Islam, the Muslims, the Arabs, they did not Muslims, the Arabs brought a lot of science to the world. That is true, and they may have been Muslims, but the whole thing is in your hadiths, it does say that anyone who disagrees with Muhammad that the earth is flat is to be killed. I'm sorry, but the earth's not flat, guys. And also, it says that the bones of the body aren't formed until birth. Well, that's been scientifically proven false too. And no doubt you'll come back and say, well, this was written back in the 600s and in the 500s and the 600s and 700s. Well, then what else is false? You know, Muhammad even thought that he had been possessed by a demon and had been convinced otherwise too by his wife and by some buddies. You know, so I'm sorry, but you guys are just totally misled. And our belief, our Bible says that in the end times, many will be deceived, and you are being deceived. You say that Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. Well, that's not exactly true. If you look at the actual figures, Christianity is the fastest growing religion in the world. I mean, look at China alone, okay? And there it's even outlawed, you know? So you're spreading falsehoods and you're spreading lies to further Islam, which, according to your holy book, is what you're supposed to be doing. You know, so that's really about all I got to say, and I really pray for you, young man, and for the people that support you and support Islam. I pray that the Lord Jesus and God our Father will draw you and all of the descendants of Ishmael and all of the people that have fallen into the trap of Islam, will come to the true and wonderful light of the Lord Jesus and his love. Yes, there's been a lot of evil things done by people who claim to be Christians, but they weren't real Christians. You may say that there's been a lot of evil things done by people who were Muslim, but weren't true Islamic. Well, yes, they were, according to your book. I mean, it's like these people that are trying to say that there's no such thing as honor killing in Islam. Yes, there is. There's no such thing as killing people that have converted from Islam to another religion. Yes, there is. Your Quran, your holy book, demands it. It demands it. And I just pray for true enlightenment to come to you folks. Thank you for your time.